In early 2025, President Donald Trump reignited a contentious debate by suggesting that Canada should become the 51st state of the United States. This proposal was met with swift opposition from Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
There's not a snowball's chance in hell that Canada will ever be the 51st state.
On February 1, 2025, President Trump announced a 25% tariff on thousands of goods from Canada and Mexico. And on March 4th, these tariffs officially went into effect, launching one of the largest trade wars seen since 2018. This could affect thousands of goods worth billions of dollars, such as grocery items, raw materials, metals, and minerals including fertilizers, uranium, nickel, and aluminum.
So today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense.
We are your largest market by far. The U.S. sells more to Canada than to China, Japan, the UK, and France combined. And our retaliation is going to be surgically targeted to create the maximum pressure on the White House to stop what the Wall Street Journal has described quite rightly as the dumbest trade war in history.
But we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake. I want to speak first directly to the American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a friend and ally. And we don't want to see you hurt either. But your government has chosen to do this to you. As of this morning, markets are down, and inflation is set to rise dramatically all across your country. Your government has chosen to put American jobs at risk, at the thousands of workplaces that succeed because of materials from Canada or because of consumers in Canada, or both. They've chosen to raise costs for American consumers on everyday essential items like groceries and gas, on major purchases like cars and homes, and everything in between. Canada will be implementing 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods, starting with tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods immediately, and tariffs on the remaining $125 billion of American products in 21 days' time.
Starting today, LCBO, the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world, will begin removing U.S. products from its store shelves. And as the exclusive wholesaler, American brands will no longer be available in LCBO catalog, meaning other retailers, bars, and restaurants in the province will no longer be able to restock U.S. products. This is an enormous hit to the American producers. Every year, the LCBO sells nearly $1 billion worth of U.S. wine, beer, cider, seltzers, and spirits, including more than 3,600 products from 35 states. As of today, every single one of these products is off the shelves. Also, starting today, all U.S.-based companies will be banned from taking part in government procurement. U.S.-based businesses will now lose out on tens of billions of dollars in revenue. We're going one step further. We're ripping up Ontario's contract with Starlink. It's done. It's gone. We won't award contracts to people who enable and encourage economic attacks on our province and our country. If the Trump administration falls through on any more tariffs, we will immediately apply a 25% surcharge on the electricity we export. We will not hesitate to shut off their power as well.
Today, We will also be challenging these illegal actions by filing dispute resolution claims at the World Trade Organization and through the USMCA. One thing he has said repeatedly, that what he wants is to see a total collapse of the Canadian economy, because that'll make it easier to annex us.
Thousands of products come across the border to benefit both the American and Canadian people. In 2024, the U.S. imported over $500 billion worth of goods, among which energy products, cars, and motor vehicle parts and accessories were the most significant spend. Goods worth billions of dollars, grocery items, raw materials such as potash for fertilizer, precious metals and minerals including nickel, copper, and uranium are among the top imports from Canada.
Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal, but Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do.